I'm not invisible. Oh, when no one is watching, we could be star-crossed lovers again.
With Star-Crossed Lovers, you drafted in the trademark haunting vocal of Lisa Hannigan, a lady who your paths have crossed many, many times over your respective careers.
Yeah.
Was it a no-brainer to get her involved in this one?
Yeah. Originally, I had envisaged this as a duet, and I was thinking, what if I sang it with a bloke, and we sort of tried something unconventional. And I was talking about it with my wife, and she said, "You got to sing this with Lisa." And it was just one of those moments of, oh yeah, if Lisa's up for this, it could be really special. I was, I was reticent just because Lisa is such a good singer, I wanted a song that was kind of worthy of her input, So I finessed the song a bit and changed a few things here and there. And when I asked her, same deal, she was like, "Yes, I want to record something. I'm here at home. I haven't got any gigs. Let's do it." Lisa Hannigan, she changed my life really. When we met each other, I was at a point where I was so up for doing a little session work and expanding as a guitarist and a singer. And she took me on tour for 3 years around the world. And I did that, and I learned so much about playing and singing, so much about singing harmony and being part of an ensemble that completely informed the way I made records after that. So having her involved, though it feels, from a musical perspective, it feels like a big deal because she's, immense. When she sings, it's, I've seen whole massive crowds just stop, and the jaw hits the floor, and then and it's like you can see them, their minds are being blown. But from a personal perspective, it feels like a big deal because I love her. She's such a good friend. So hearing her voice back, it was quite an emotional thing. She and I we're both married, and we both, we're in loving relationships, and this song is about the idea that you're in love, but the grown-up world just gets in the way. All of the nonsense that we have to deal with on a daily basis, pandemic notwithstanding, kind of wears you out. Being with someone that you love unconditionally and having to talk about life insurance or trips to the dentist, all of the the boring stuff of day-to-day life. If you're not careful, that stuff will wear you down, and you forget actually that you're looking at someone who you love wildly and with no inhibition. And I wanted to write a song about that. Just, we're star-crossed lovers, but life's a little hard right now. But just remember, I'm here and I love you, and I hope it's going to be okay between us. The first line, we star-crossed lovers rarely have the chance to hang out underneath the moon and dance. Would you permit me now to fill your glass and take a walk, maybe a second chance? It's just that idea that actually, let's just remember that we're in love, and let's ignore real life for a sec. Let's get back together. When we recorded that, Lisa was in a studio in Dublin, and we were on a Zoom call, and a little bit of back and forth, and she recorded one take, and Sam and I, my co-producer and engineer, Sam Lakeman, we looked at each other after the first take as Lisa sort of went, "Oh, lads, was that all right?" We looked at each other and went, amazing. Well, we may as well get you to do one more, Lisa, as we're here, you know. And we got a second take. We used the first take. We'd done that through the whole of the album. I was trying to get everything in the first take where possible. A lot of the guitar parts and vocal parts are just first takes, you know, as in a take is, you know, obviously the recording of a part. The first take, the first time you hit it, if there's not too much wrong with it, I'm inclined just to keep it because I've captured a moment. If I get past 3 takes, I'm chasing something that doesn't exist, and it's time to move on to the next song. It's the greatest thing I've ever learned about, you know, working in a studio. Joe Henry taught me that. If you're trying something more than 3 times and it's not happening, move on, because otherwise you're just wasting money and wasting time and wasting everyone's energy. So we didn't chase it too much. You know, there was one song that we kept coming back to because I wasn't nailing it at all. The rest of them, we were getting them in 2 or 3 takes. And Lisa did that. She just recorded it in one go, and it was perfect. So we kept it.